Okay, so what is Grander water? Grander water is it's a product invented by an Austrian naturalist. It's been around for more than 40 years now, and it puts the life back into water. There's a lot of difficulty in the world of quote unquote science, because in the scientific world, water is studied only as distilled water. There isn't a lot of study of water as it interacts with life. Johann Grander, he studied water in its environment. He studied water in a stream, he studied water in a pond, he studied water in a river. And he came to understandings about water that helped him create this product, and it's a fantastic product. He was discovering that the best thing that could influence water to be repaired from the damage of your 5G, of your chemicals, of your agricultural pesticides and herbicides, and a lot of the rivers have started eroding, and that starts taking away from the life of the water. The rivers have straightened instead of meandering. And so we're actually losing a lot of that energy that typically flows from the mountain to the ocean. And by the time we put it through our treatment plants and through our pumps and our pipes, it's just totally finished. And Johann Grander was playing around with all kinds of things, with vortexes, with magnets, and with water from different origins. People were shipping him water from all over the world, and he was studying not H2O, but water as it presented itself in nature, in a living environment. And so he began creating the Grander water technology as a result of all of his experimentation with water, and found that he could use really good, structured, excited water to influence other water by proximity. And you'll see, the inline units, for example, the water's coming in and down and around and out, and everywhere that's red here is actually going to be filled with the water that they're creating at their facility in Austria. So all of the Grander products, and we'll do videos on all of them, they all contain that core of structured water. It's the influence. I've given the example to parents before. You send your kids and they go to the playground. And okay, so then they hang out with some kids who aren't behaving so well, and they come home with a bad attitude. They could even bring that kid home with them. And the thing is, you can say, well, hey, I don't want that bad influence in my house. And you can kick the kid out. You can filter your water. You can put the bad influence away, the chlorine, fluoride, what have you. But you still got your kids there, and they still got this bad programming, these bad attitudes, this bad influence. It's corrupt. And so then you have to deal with your kids, and you got to say, hey, you can't do that, you got to do this, and then you got to set an example for them. And the Grander water technology is very much like that. It's correcting the structure and the nature of water, and bringing it back to something that supports all kinds of wonderful biology in your ponds. It supports, all of your cells in your body are only healthy or unhealthy based on whether or not the water inside of them is properly organized or not. And that's why when you cut yourself, you don't have water squirting out of you, it's some kind of gel. And gel is organized water. And all your living things are organizing themselves with proteins to create all these marvelous gel-like slippery fluids. You don't just find that anywhere, you find that where there's life. And Grander, it's the proper starting point. If you drink water that doesn't have proper structure, if you don't get the Grander water, you don't get the mountain spring water, then okay, sure, you can survive, but your body has to now structure the water. You have to use your energy to do that. You have to use your life to do that. And so drinking water that has no life in it, it's draining to you because it's a lot of work for you to do. And you'll find that a lot of that water, you just pee it right back out again. Your body has no real use for it. That was one of the things I noticed when I started drinking Grander, is that you could actually use the water very efficiently, very effectively. You would drink the water, and it was immediately with you. You didn't feel it sloshing around in your stomach. It was so easy to drink. And the animals all agree. You'll notice that if you have livestock, for sure. It's kind of a difficult concept to describe to people, but I can tell you that just as whatever kind of a business person I am, I'm mostly a farmer, but it's been such a great product to sell because we have a 3-month satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it, if you don't believe it, if it's not working for you, you can return it in 3 months. We'll give you your money back, no problem. But nobody ever does it. Like I never get, all I get are phone calls from people who want it for their friends, or their friends heard about it, or I tried it at my mom's place, and I never get people returning the product. It's been 25 years. I think I can count the returns maybe on one hand. It's just been such a solid product because everybody who buys it loves it. And I'm sure you'll feel the same.